So today we're going to be making Wonder Bread Chaffle, which I've actually already made a video on that before, but that was last year and I've kind of changed it around a little bit, and I added in Psyllium husk powder to make it a little bit more sturdy. So for those of you who can't have the chaffles that have the cheese in it, then this is a good replacement for that, for burgers, for sandwiches, anything like that. So let's go ahead and get over to the kitchen, and I'm going to show you guys my updated version of this Wonder Bread, and then we're going to use it to make a burger today. Alright, so we're going to start off this recipe with 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. In my last Wonder Bread video, I used almond flour, so in this one I'm going to be using coconut flour for those of you who prefer coconut flour, but you can still use almond flour, of course. It'll be 3 tablespoons of almond flour or 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. We're also going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. Now I'm adding in 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and I'm also going to do 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Now this is totally optional. You can season it however you want. This is just the way I like to season it. You don't have to put seasoning in it at all. It gives it a better flavor, I think. And then today we're also going to be adding in Psyllium husk powder. We're going to add in 1 teaspoon, and this is going to help with the flavor of the bread, and it's also going to help a little bit with the texture. And in my original Wonder Bread video, I did not do this, but I have since changed it and started adding this in with it as well, and I think it just lets it hold up a lot better for those for when you want a nice size sandwich. It holds up a lot better in my opinion. So we're just going to mix this all together, and pretty much that is the only difference with the original Wonder Bread, is that we're adding in the Psyllium husk powder, and we're using coconut flour in this recipe. So as before, we're also adding in 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. Pretty much everything else is going to stay the same, but we are going to be using egg whites in this recipe. That does help eliminate some of that eggy flavor. If you don't mind the eggy flavor, then you use 1 large egg. You can do that as well. This is just optional, so I'm just trying to make it a little bit different than my first video, just to give you guys, different ideas of what you can do to improve the taste. And then just mix that all up. So we do have our mini waffle maker all heating up. And I'm also going to put in a teaspoon of water, just like the original Wonder Bread recipe. Alright, and then we're going to spray our dash just a little bit with some cooking spray. And then you could take about 1/4 cup and fill that in, or just take half of your mixture. A 1/4 cup is probably going to be an easy way for you to just know how much to put in there, so that way your dash isn't going to overflow. And then, like I have a plate under mine just to make sure that if any does flow out, it doesn't get all over the counter. So we're just going to let that cook for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's done. And it is done. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. This is your Wonder Bread. This is your chaffle without any cheese. So a lot of people say you cannot call it a chaffle. This is the Wonder Bread version, okay? So now we're going to put in the remaining batter, and I'll just show you guys how we like to use them for burgers. Alright, and it looks like our other half of our Wonder Bread is done, and so now we're just going to go ahead and set it to the side on this cooling rack, let it cool off for a few minutes, and we'll come back and we will build our burgers. But as you can see, these are soft, these are not crunchy, they have no cheese in them. Alright, so now that our Wonder Bread is done, they're cooled off, you can make these ahead of time. and store them if you want to. You can keep them in the freezer. So whatever you want, whatever's easiest for you. So for my burger here, I'm going to add some mayonnaise on there. You can add it any way that you want. You can use these for tuna sandwiches, egg salad, regular sandwiches, burgers, sloppy joe. Okay, and then I'm going to add on some lettuce. Alright, then we're going to add on some lettuce. And I went ahead and cooked these cheeseburgers up. And we're going to place that on there. Add some tomatoes on there. Alright, we're going to put some pickles on there. Remember, this is your burger, so you build it any way that you want. And we've got some red onions there. And then we're going to be using some sugar-free ketchup today. And this is my favorite sugar-free ketchup. I haven't tried them all, but I have tried a few, and this is my favorite so far. But there you go. That is our Wonder Bread burger, and it is keto friendly, and you don't have to have it in a lettuce wrap if you don't want to. And this bread will hold up just fine. It's not going to get soggy on you. So we went ahead and put our Wonder Bread burger together. We're just going to see how this holds up. It definitely tastes good. So give them a try. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and I will see you on the next video.